And you're welcome to Real Talk on Wave 91.7 FM, your everything on PlayStation. My name is Adekunle Adejumo, and this morning, love to plead with you. We would not be taking on any reflections as a result of some matters that we have to dissect this morning on the program. Now, if there's anything that should not happen, that thing should be the necessary elimination of the fourth estate of the realm, that being the media, because by virtue of the media being in existence, the pluralism of voices is actually guaranteed. That's the more reason why you can actually call into a radio program, share your thought freely, as long as you are not insulting or actually denigrating the image of another person. So that is actually guaranteed under the Constitution. And as long as we are calling for that, it is also rightly stipulated as captured under Section 40 of the Nigerian Constitution that every person shall be entitled to assembly freely and associate with other person, and in particular, he may form or belong to any political party, trade union, or other association for the protection of its interests. But I must inform you that somewhere in Elele, in the Kwere local government area of Rivers State, there seems to be a different narrative to the situation as we speak. As a said individual by name Anayo Akubweze, his life happened to be under threat as a result of the political affiliation that he shares, and for the fact that he is actually trying to express that interest freely. Well, this morning I would have Anayo Akubweze join me via the phone line to discuss some more on this matter and also bring to bear the revelation and the situation that actually transpired. Good morning to you, Anayo Akubweze. You're live on radio. Welcome to Real Talk.
Good morning, my beloved brother.
It's good to have you here. So, Anayo Akubweze, you listened to the preamble, I earlier established. I want you to tell Rivers people this morning what exactly happened in the last 48 hours that led to the threat of your life as a result of your political association.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much once again. Yes, let me start by saying that on the 22nd of March, which is on Sunday, by 1 p.m., we had a meeting, a group called Chibike and Achieve Foundation Camp, which I am the national coordinator. We had a meeting in Ward 4, Elele, in the Kwere local government of Rivers State. Successfully, no interruption, no harassment from anybody. The next day, being 23rd, the evening hours on Tuesday, which is yesterday, I got a call behind my house, because I was in the house, I was in my room, from one Mr. Chukwuka Alubi, who said he is the Okada chairman in Elele. Chukwuka and 3 or 4 others that came with him. And I asked him, any problem? He said, no problem, but they want to see me. I said, okay, let it be tomorrow by 10 a.m. That's tomorrow by 10 a.m. And these people are friends with the young man that called me yesterday, Mr. Jacob, Amadi Jacob, called me by 8 some minutes past a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning hours, and warned me not to hold meetings of ABC in Ward 4 and in my place again, and that any day I hold meetings in Ward 4, it will burn down my house, and that I was lucky that the boys he sent did not kill me, did not destroy me, that if he was there, he would have ordered them to kill me, and I died die forever. That was yesterday. By 10 a.m., I waited for his boys. Those boys he sent. They couldn't come again. They did not come at that 10 a.m. And that is exactly what happened. I did not reply him. I did not say anything. I decided to go reporting him to my leaders, to my party executives, both in the ward, in the AGA, in the state, and in the national level. Thank you so much.
Interesting.
Of what happened.
Okay, so but before this incident, were there any previous disagreements, political or personal, between you and the former councillor that you could explain actually escalated the situation?
Not at all. We are friends. Well, before he became a councillor, even when he was a councillor, after he stepped down from being a councillor, I think his tenure elapsed. We have been friends. No embarrassment of any kind, either from him or myself. No, not at all.
So this is basically built on the basis that you convened a meeting of the African Democratic Congress somewhere within your vicinity with people who also belong to the same political party. That's why your life is under threat as we speak.
No, that is true.
Okay, I want you to stay on the line for me. And to those of you listening right now, the said accused would be given the benefits to actually defend himself. And I'm going to place a call across to Amadi Jacob this morning. I'm going to add him to this conversation. Hopefully he does respond to defend himself. And if that does not happen, then he has the right to actually do so on a later date, because it happened in Bakassi Peninsula. We said it was nothing. It happens in Ubima. We also said, oh, it was as a result of the fact that somebody did not inform somebody. So, okay. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Am I on to Amadi Jacob?
Who am I on?
My name is Adekunle Adejumo. I'm calling you from Wave 91.7 FM. You're live on radio.
What is the issue?
Okay, thank you. I have a message from one Anayo Akubweze, and this is.
It's not my concern at all.
Well, did you issue any threat to him relating to a meeting?
I did not talk on it. I said I'm not going to talk on it.
But you're comfortable with the fact that right now there is an altercation between you and Anayo? Oh, he skipped, as expected. That's usually what happens when we have people who do not want to be held accountable. Okay, we'll go on. Anayo, confirm that you're still there, please.
I'm here, sir.
Awesome. We actually had to engage, Amadi in a civil conversation, and he decided to skip. That's for Rivers people and the world listening this morning, because I do not want anybody to actually step into this medium and say, you did not listen to both sides of the story. So you have it. He had just run away from presenting his own side of the argument. Now, have you in any way formally submitted the recording of the threat he sent to you to any security agency so far? Because you reported that you've also informed your party, leadership at the various structures.
Please bear with me to keep moot on this, sir. Please, sir, on this question, this particular question of security agency.
Okay.
Please, sir.
Okay. Okay, so if there's anything you are expecting right now, what would it be? What would that plea be? What are you, expecting will be the necessary redress?
Well, having made it public, the threat from my friend, my brother, because we come from the same community. I think I want the media to do the best they know they can do to ensure that everyone, not only Jacob, Amadi Jacob, threatened a citizen of Nigeria, he brought to book. And not only that, let me fall back to one of his comments in his threat. He said that Chibika Mechi could not contend. Who am I?
That's the former governor of Rivers State.
The former governor of Rivers State, and
Okay.
the former minister
Of transportation.
And that who am I? And that is the area I'm coming in to say that me that does not go or move around with security, that the whole world should watch the next step of this young man, knowingly or unknowingly, that my life is at stake, and that if anything happens to me or to my family, he should be held accountable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Anayo Akuboeze, and we'll make sure we keep track of this development. Rivers people and Nigerians and the world at large, they're listening to you this morning, just so we could establish the grounds clearly. Thank you so much for actually, making this come to the public.
Thank you very much, sir, for having me.
And that's Anayo Akuboeze. I have to revisit my archives to make sure that I'm not losing something. And that is why I actually started out by quoting in verbatim the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended to you, which established under Section 40 clearly that every person, not one, every person shall be entitled to assemble freely and associate with other person, and in particular he may form, that is create or belong to any political party irrespective of the name, trade union or any other association for the protection of his interest. But here in Rivers State, it looks as if that's no longer the order of the day. We are now, many political, gladiators, as they call themselves, have now created a space where they don't want other political party to survive or individuals who belong there. And this has to come to the public knowledge, because when you have those incidents happen, people call it isolated to say, oh, it's because this person did not inform that before coming to the community. That's why the secretariat got burned. It's because they did not develop a part in Ubima. That's why they were attacked, like the very lame argument put forward by one of the LGA chairpersons in Rivers State. It's good that the world listens to this. And for those who would likely spin comment to say, oh, Adekunle Adejumo, you're not doing the needful, to actually listen to both sides. I brought you the other side, and that's what he decided to do. He skipped. I hope the security agencies are listening to this. When you ask for intelligence report, it can only happen by way of collaborative measures between you and the media, and that's what we are doing right now. I hope you are listening. I hope you are monitoring. The Commissioner of Police, Adepoju, I hope you are monitoring the situation. Olugbenga Adepoju, CP, I hope you are seeing what is going on or will happen in Elele, so that you swing into action and begin to take those who are to be held accountable. You begin to actually ask them the necessary question before it spirals out of control. I hope their leaders are also listening, so that when one person comes and says, oh, it's not about APC, it's not about this, you can actually understand and diagnose the situation correctly. This is Real Talk on Wave 91.7 FM, your everything on PlayStation. My name is Adekunle Adejumo. I'd go on a break. When we come back, I'd open the phone line so you can get to make your contributions. Stay here.